Hi, this is Courtney with DoMyOwn.com. Today we're talking about houseplant disease control. Houseplants bring color and natural beauty into our homes, and tending them can provide us with an enjoyable hobby. Houseplants can be harmed by several plant diseases. Let's look at some of the most common ones and talk about how to prevent them. Powdery mildew is a type of fungal disease that can attack a wide variety of plants and may cause different levels of damage depending on the level of contact and the growing conditions. Once powdery mildew spores find a suitable host in the right conditions, small powdery spots will begin to appear on leaves. These spots will grow, multiply, and soon connecting from larger patches of the powdery white mat seen on the leaves, flower petals, and stems. Powdery mildew spores can be spread by the wind, splashes of water from contaminated soil, or direct contact between plants and plant debris. Avoiding overhead watering and allowing plenty of room for air to circulate between plants are good first steps. Powdery mildew needs high humidity to thrive, so lowering the humidity level of your living space can help control this disease. If signs of the fungus are seen on your plant, try treating them with a spray fungicide labeled for powdery mildew. Sprays containing copper, sulfur, and chlorothalonil can be rotated out to avoid any potential resistance to build up. Leaves that are clearly afflicted with this disease can be carefully pruned and disposed of. Leaf spot is another type of fungal and bacterial disease that can strike houseplants in the right conditions. Plants with leaf spot infections will show brown and black spots on their leaves. These spots can lead to yellowed leaves that then fall off in some cases. The dark spots may also fall out, leaving holes in the affected leaves. Leaf spot can be spread in the same way as powdery mildew, and most of the same precautions should be taken if you think this disease may be present. Act quickly to remove spotted leaves from your houseplants when you see the markings appear. Once the diseased leaves have been pruned, you can treat the plant with a copper fungicide product labeled for leaf spot to prevent further infection. Root rot can be more difficult to diagnose since the damage is usually happening under the soil. You may notice that a houseplant affected by root rot is drooping, showing stunted growth, or displaying yellowed leaves. You can avoid root rot in the first place by making sure that your potted houseplants have the right type of drainage to prevent fungus-friendly conditions from forming in your indoor containers. You will need to look at the plant's roots to know for sure that root rot has struck. Carefully shake the plant loose from the soil in its container and check for firm, healthy, white-colored roots. If the plant's roots are brown and soft to the touch, the fungal infection has already done its damage. Shake loose as much of the old potting soil as you can from the plant's root system, and transport the plant to a new container with sterile soil. As they're in a controlled indoor environment, houseplants should be treated when plant disease appears. If your houseplant is tended carefully and the right moisture is maintained, you should be able to see full recovery in a plant's new home. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to our channel for more DIY and product